Um, First of all, we've got a cluster of canal buildings from here and slightly behind us, right the way down to Shipley Bridge, which we'll come to shortly. And they're really, really worth commenting on. They're really worth preserving because some of them are rather dilapidated now. Others are in a much better state of preservation. And what you've got from here down for the next quarter of a mile perhaps is a really, rare survival of a canal waterfront from the late 18th and early 19th centuries. And there's not much of that around, not on that sort of scale. Behind us, it's not there anymore. There was a dry dock once. And what we've got in front of us here is a bridge. What's remarkable about that, you say, it's one of those bridges that are known as roving bridges. So that if you were coming along here in a barge and you were being pulled by horses, of course, horsepower in those days, you've got a rope between yourself and the barge. But you do not have to unhitch this if the way up here corresponds with the way down at the other side, so that the rope goes straight over the bridge and round on the other side. And if you're going down the Bradford Canal, therefore, you don't have to cast off from the horse. Remarkably simple, but genius, really. This is a bridge well worth preserving. It's not that no bridges like that exist on other parts of the world or in other parts of this country on canals there, they do. It's the only one around here, though. Right next to it, we have a canal building. I don't know what people did in that. There are all sorts of stories about it. So some people say, yes, it was an overnight rest place for boatmen. Mostly slept on their boats, though I could see if you were coming from Bradford to Leeds, you might want to sleep there. But why? Because it's not very far from Leeds and it's not very far from Bradford either. Some other people have commented that the little building that juts out from it and abuts the bridge itself was perhaps a toll office for when you were going down the Bradford Canal. Well, that's highly possible, I think. But you will also notice that there are taking indoors in the side of this building. Was it a warehouse? Again, census is very interested on this. It shows there was a wool stapler living in this place. And wool staplers are concerned with the supply of the raw material. So was this a wool stapler's house, a residence which was connected with the canal in some way? I simply don't know. There's also a good deal of canal boat building going on around here too. So it may be also the remains of a boat building yard in conjunction with the dock that used to be just a few yards up from where we're talking now. It's very interesting to speculate. But I don't know that there's any solid evidence for saying exactly what the building was, except to say that it probably is a late 18th century building connected with the canal.